Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I am going to tell you a story that happened to me recently and why you should make sure that when you go get your nails, your toes, or anything done, that you are making sure that they are sterilizing their products and they are cleaning them in between each customer. Because I had gone, and I was trying to tell you this in my last video. In the last video I was telling you, started talking about this, but it started to go towards like the 15-minute point with the video. So, and YouTube only lets you post 15-minute videos with your phone, and I don't have my camera or anything right now. So anyways, so about May 3rd it was, I had gone to get my pedicure. And the guy was like messing with my toe with this thing, and he was cleaning out my toe, and I was like, ow, that hurt. And he said, yeah, you had like a little, like, I guess I had dirt stuck under my nail or something or whatever. So I pushed it aside, and like he was using and I never had it done. Like usually if I do it, I do myself. Like I have my pedi right here, and so for $5 extra, they said, first of all, I called and she said it was $25 for the pedicure. So I said, okay. And I said, can I come in now and get one done? She said, yeah. So no, she said, come in like a half hour. So I said, okay, I'll be in a half hour. I go in. She's like, oh, how are your nails holding up? Oh, great. You know, she's so nice to me because I gave her like $70 the other day to do my nails. But anyway, so I go in and I was like, oh, I'm here for the pedicure. And she was like, okay. So I went, I got a pedicure. And the guy was like massaging my leg, and he was really hurting. My shin was like really hurting for some reason, and I don't know if it had something to do with the fact that my legs was hurting already. But he was like messing around with my nails, like toes. Like he made them look really good. That's not what I'm complaining about. So I never had. He said, well, which one did you want? So I said, I want a regular pedicure, which I thought was $25. And then he said, well, here they are. So I said, okay, I want the regular pedicure. Now, I didn't know that gel polish was an extra $10. So I said, I'll do this one. And because on their sign says they don't do regular nail polish. They only do gel because of COVID or something. I don't know. Some stupid reason. But anyway, so I said, okay, give me, the regular with, now I'm thinking $25, like that's with the gel. You shouldn't charge somebody $10 extra just because you can't use a certain product or tell people that. So anyway, so I said, okay, well, I'll do the regular one, which was $25, supposedly $25. And then I got for an extra $5 they get the calluses off your feet, which I was like, cool, that's cool. I have a lot of calluses on my feet, and one of my feet I can't like really get to that well. So I was like, well, he can do it for me, so didn't realize how much calluses I actually had. So because I haven't had a pedicure in a while, I usually just use my pedi, and I guess that wasn't getting it all. So anyway, so he's doing my foot, cleaning my toes, whatever, massaging my legs, all 9 yards. So I get done and I'm like, oh, my toes look really cool. And I hand him $10 because I'm thinking it's going to be $25-$30. So I handed him $10 as a tip. So I handed him the $10 as a tip. I go up front. What do you know? I said to him, I said, well, how much is it? The $30? And he goes, no, it's $40. So I was like, are you kidding me? Like right there, I should have been like, well, that $10 and here's $30 and there's your $40. Like no tip for you because you actually lied and told me that it was going to be only $25, and then I figured an extra $5 for the clean or whatever. So that's not the point. But the point is that I went, got my toes done, spent $50 to get my toes done, only to have the next day my legs felt like they started to like feel like they were on fire almost, and they started swelling, my feet and my legs. So I said, okay, whatever. I thought maybe it was just swelling because my legs swell sometimes. So the following day, and it sounds like a Saturday, so me and my mom, my fiance, we had a yard sale at my mom's house. And so I was up early and I was really tired and my legs were hurting, and I was like thinking like, okay, I'm just gonna brush it aside, I'm gonna push through this. I'm thinking it's just because my legs, I have the bad hips, I have the circulation problems. So I was on my feet for most of the day, and then I had gone to lay down on the couch at like 3 o'clock because we were staying open till like 3:34. So I said, I'm gonna lay down for like a half hour, take a nap, and then I'll help you guys, then we'll clean up. So I was like, okay. So I laid down and I took a nap, and then my mom woke me up at like 3:30, and she's like, well, we're gonna start cleaning up. And I was like, okay. So I get up and I'm like, I'm yawning, I'm half asleep. Oh my god, I'm tired. So anyway, so I'm like yawning, I'm half asleep. I get up and I was like, whoa, why are my legs burning? Like, I'm thinking like they hurt. And I'm thinking maybe it's because I was just on my feet all day. So I said, okay, forget that. So I said, okay, whatever. So I brushed to the side. I said, well, I told my mom, I was like, I gotta use the bathroom, but then I'll be outside. And she's like, okay. So I used the bathroom, and like I think I had leggings on or something. So I pulled my leggings down, I went to the bathroom, whatnot. So my leggings are down, and I'm like looking down at my legs, and literally like, okay, so like this is my foot and this is like my leg, and I'm looking down, and literally I see like this red ring like right here on my shin. And I was like, that doesn't look right. And so I look at my other leg, and it's like worse, like on this side, on the right side, it's like worse. So I'm like, So I take my pants off, like totally just take my pants off, and I look at my legs, and like literally this much from my ankle up to maybe here, literally I have these red rings around my ankles up to my shin of like, seriously, it was bright red. It was itchy. It hurt. I was like, what is going on? I'm thinking like, okay, I had got maybe something, maybe I have a blood clot in my leg or something. So I clean up real quick. I told my mom, I said, I'm going to go home. I lived right down the street. I lived like 8 minutes from her. I said, I'm going home. I'm going to grab bags, garbage bags, because we didn't have any. I'm going to grab the garbage bags, come back, put everything in garbage bags, throw it in my truck, and I'm going to go to urgent care. Since it was only like, and I called urgent care, and they said they weren't busy at all. Like I walked in, there was like nobody. So I walk in, and I go to urgent care, and I'm telling the lady I need to be seen, and she's like, why? And now at this point, I had gone home, got the garbage bags, and I changed into shorts because my legs were burning and hurting that bad. So I go next door. Well, before I left, I go next door and I knock on my neighbor's door because she's a nurse. She works at a doctor's office. So I asked her, and she told me it looked like cellulitis. And I was like, oh, great. She's like, you might want to go to urgent care. So I said, okay. So I went back to my mom's. I cleaned up everything, put everything in my truck, and I told my mom, leave the table. When I come back, I'll break them down and I'll put them away. So I go to urgent care, and the doctor comes in, looks at my legs, and says, yep, I had cellulitis. They said, were you around anything recently? What were you around in the last couple of days? And I said, well, I had a pedicure done. And the lady said, because I'm telling her, like, maybe this is due to my circulation problem. And she's like, no, this is definitely not from your circulation problem. Like, you have cellulitis, it's an infection in your leg, and it's due to, like, unsanitary stuff. So I said, oh boy. So I literally had taken an antibiotic. I was put on an antibiotic for 10 days because of this. My legs still itch. And it's been like 15, 16 days. And I'm still having problems. Like, I'm still itchy on my legs. They still feel weird. So I'm like gonna call my doctor and make an appointment to go see her, because I think it takes a couple weeks for it to go away. But anyways, so not only did I now have to pay $50 to get my nails done and get an infection in my leg because of it, now I had to go to urgent care. And thank God I have insurance, because if I didn't, I would have to pay it for a visit. I had to, not only that, I had to pay for my prescriptions. All because these people can't sanitize their products properly. So here's what you do. So if you ever go get a pedicure, you bring your own nail file, you bring your own stuff, and you make sure they use your stuff. Because I will never get a pedicure again. If I do, I will make sure they sanitize that basin that you put your feet in. Like, scrub it down before I put my feet in there. And I will also be bringing my own utensils, my own stuff to do the pedicure, because I will not go through that again. That's ridiculous. Like, it was like the worst feeling. So I just want to let you guys know that, because I've never in my life had a pedicure. I've been getting my nails done since I was like 14. Pedicures since I was like 13, 14. Like, I grew up in New York City. Like, you had to have your hair, your nails, your makeup, and everything look good. Like, I always had my hair done, my nails done, I was tanning, always had pedicures done at least once or twice a month, every 2 weeks. Every time I would get a fill, I'd get my toes done. So, like, I'm used to this stuff, guys. Never did I ever get an infection in my leg, and then I go to this one place and get an infection. And what do you know, when I go to get my nails done at the other place, when I took, because I had to get them filled, the guy had to rip my whole set off because of the fact that they messed my nails up. They did this, like, I asked for like the flare, but she did it so weird that he had to literally take my whole set off. Well, one of them was broken anyway. It popped off like a friggin' a press-on. So not only did I pay a lot for those too, so like, oh yeah, and then I go back in there to tell her that my pointer popped off, and she acted like she didn't even know who I was. Like, she was like, oh, we can fix it for $5, or I can fill your nails for $35, and I won't charge you for the broken nail. And I was like, excuse me? This is before, like, this was like the next day after I got the pedicure, and I didn't realize I had cellulitis at the point. So anyway, so she was like, yeah, I can do it $35, well, $30. She said $30, and I won't charge you for the broken nail. And I said, excuse me, I got these done like 4 days ago, and you're telling me that these nails that shouldn't pop off just like that. If you know how to do nails, they don't just pop off. They take a long, they're hard to get off, like acrylics. Like, I've taken many sets of acrylics off. They hurt. Like, you have to literally dig the acrylic off the nail to take it off. It just doesn't pop off and fly in the air like it did. But whatever. So I went in, I was like, oh my God. And now this lady's acting like she's so nice when she's taking my money, but when I want her to fix my nail because it's only been 4 days, she's giving me an attitude about it. Now, I'm not going to say names of the place, but just to let you know, I did write a bad review, and I'm thinking of, I want to report them to the Board of Health, but haven't decided how to go about doing that yet, and I've just been really busy. So anyways, so just to inform you guys, I just wanted to sit down and tell you this video because I'm absolutely disgusted on how dirty a place can be. And then when I went to get my nails fixed, after she messed up my nails, I had to get them all taken off. The guy redid my whole set. They looked really nice, but because I had A and C done, I had to take them off, and that's why I have a new set now, another new set in the last like month. But anyways, so yeah, and the guy said to me, what place did you get your nails done? I showed him my legs. He was like, oh my God, that's disgusting. He's like, that's horrible. That's from like not cleaning and being unsanitary. And even the guy, when I got these done today, he said the same thing. I showed him my legs because he asked me if I wanted a pedicure, and I said, no, not yet, because, and then I showed him the pictures, and he said, oh my God. He said, he was like shaking his head because both places were like, that is from unsanitary conditions. And the one guy that I went to like 2 weeks ago when I got my nails done, the time that he fixed them, I didn't really want to say the name of the place because I didn't feel like running around telling people, oh, this place, because they might have known each other. But anyway, so then when he said, he was like, just, he's like, I don't care. And then he's like, just let me know, tell me. He goes, because I guess he's used to work at other places. And when I told him the name of the place, he was like laughing. He's like, oh my God. He's like, I know that place. He goes, so-and-so that works here used to work there, and I've heard so many bad stories about them. And I was like, wow, I get to, suffer a skin infection, and maybe I should have went to this guy instead. But anyways, that is the end of this video. I need to go to sleep because I need to get up early, take medicine, go back to sleep, and then wake up to get my hair done. But you guys have a good night, and remember, keep clean when you go get your nails and your feet done. Night.